Wow. Just gonna scroll past stick figure Jesus like he didn't die for your attention?
Thanks for coming. I mean that. But do you actually get how stressful it is to make ends meet right now? I'm out here praying over coupons.
You mean, have I ever imagined what it was like waking up, checking your bank account, and it sighs louder than your spirit? Yeah. Even 2000 years ago, I saw that look on people worried, broke, frustrated. So, let's talk. Because I didn't just walk on water, I taught people how to walk through lack without losing their peace. And believe it or not, there is powerful technique that still works in 2025 if you're bold enough to use it.
I'm ready. Hit me with some miracles, Lord.
You're not alone. Surveys say people lose sleep over money. But here's the kicker. Most people aren't struggling from a lack of money. They're struggling from a lack of knowing what I already taught about it. Want proof? Let's crack open a few less trendy but life-changing scriptures most people never notice. Let's start with this one. Deuteronomy 8:18. It is the Lord your God who gives you the power to get wealth. Wait. Did that say God gives you power to get wealth? Not guilt, not anxiety, not shame, a power. And here's the twist. It starts in your mindset, not your paycheck. Remember Elijah? Total drought, nothing in the pantry. And what did I do? I sent Uber Eats by Raven. Seriously, check 1 Kings 17. Why? Because provision isn't tied to the economy, it's tied to obedience. Step 1. Stop staring at the lack. Start expecting from the source. You don't need more hustle. You need better hearing.
What does that even mean? I'm broke, I've got bills, and you're telling me to stop hustling and hear better? I need money, not riddles.
Let's bust a myth. Some think I want you broke to prove you love me. But Proverbs 10:22 says, the blessing of the Lord brings wealth and adds no sorrow to it. I never said, blessed are the broke. I said, blessed are the poor in spirit, humble, not empty-handed. You were never meant to worship wealth, but you were meant to steward it. Some people say, I'm just bad with money, but in the Bible, I never handed wealth to victims, only to stewards. A steward says, what I have is small, but I'm going to manage it like it's sacred. Luke 16:10 says, whoever is faithful with little will be trusted with much. Translation, budgeting is spiritual warfare.
So you're saying it's not that I suck at money, it's that I've been acting like a victim instead of like a manager? And it's not about being rich or broke. It's about how I handle what I have. And God's not out here handing blessings to people who just shrug and give up. He's looking for someone who treats even $5 like it's kingdom cash.
Now here's where it gets weird, in a good way. In Exodus 16, I dropped heavenly bread called manna. But catch this, they could only collect enough for 1 day. If they hoarded it, it rotted. Why? Because I was teaching them. And now that peace comes from daily trust, not weekly stress. In 2 Kings 4, a broke widow thought she had nothing. I asked her, what do you have? 1 jar of oil. That's it. But when she obeyed and started pouring, the oil multiplied. Truth is, you always have something in your house I can bless. You just have to start pouring.
So how am I supposed to apply this in 2025? I'm juggling rent, side hustles, student debt, surprise bills, and maybe even some guilt.
The world says, get more, hustle harder. I say, hear clearer, trust deeper. The technique? It's called the manna mindset, and it has 2 parts. Step 1, start each day saying, Lord, thank you for today's portion. You'll provide tomorrow too. Step 2, like blind Bartimaeus in Mark 10, who cried out once and wouldn't stop till I moved. Don't beg, don't panic. Ask once, boldly, and move forward, like I already said yes. Are you ready for your challenge?
I'm ready. How do I put this all into action?
Start your day with one ask. Thank me for your daily manna. Look around your house for what you do have and start pouring. Because I'm still the same provider, whether it's fish and loaves or your last $11. If I can multiply lunch for 5,000, I can handle your Tuesday.